Alright guys, how's it going? Let me make sure YouTube is receiving my stream feed, and it is. So I want to welcome you guys to another video with me, Bennie, founder of the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community. And today I want to talk to you guys about um, the easiest Forex trading method in 2020. And I have a secret for you guys as well. Um, this has been the easiest trading method for years past, time past before I even got into knowing anything about Forex. Before you ever learned anything about Forex. Um, and so I have it here. All right. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to further get our chart ready. Okay. All right. So, and this trading method, it works on any pair. All right. And it's really fundamental support and resistance. That's it. Fundamental support and resistance. I'm not going to get into supply and demand. I'm not going to get into accumulation and distribution. But I'm going to share with you just simple support and resistance. Oftentimes we're looking for the next big strategy to assist us in our trading. We're looking for the next great indicator to assist us in our trading. And in all actuality, the indicator, the best indicator is yourself. All right. Simple market structure, support, resistance, and yourself. All right. And the key component again is exercising patience. That's it. So let's get into it really quickly, guys. All right. And if you are an expert trader, this may be elementary to you, but hey, maybe this video will just kind of get you to think like, you know what? Yeah, I have been overthinking this thing and complicating this thing. So let me just go back to the basics. If you're a beginner, if you're new, then this video is definitely going to help you out tremendously. All right. So basically, we have a blank chart. Let me set the chart up to basically where people are a little more familiar. And so we're going to go with the red and green. Did I do that right? No. We're going to go with the red and green here we go. All right, we're going to go with the red and green setup. So just simple support and resistance. That's all this is. So let me just show you guys this, and I also have a video in the free training section on the website as well. So simple support and resistance. All right. You have your chart. Okay. And typically what you want to do is you find your most recent resistance, which is going to be at the top of your chart, and the most recent support, which is going to be at the bottom. So here, here's the current area for price. All right. Here's the current area for price and the most like recent high and low. Okay. The high would be, again, would be resistance. I'll make that red. And then the low will be support. I'm going to make that blue. And the simplest way of trading this is to be patient and trade a breakout. Okay? Be patient and allow price to bounce between this support, this resistance, or excuse me, this support and this resistance. And once price actually breaks out, you wait for it to come back to retest the resistance here, because it's going to break out and come back and retest it to see if it could be used as a support level. And I'll give you some examples. Or if it breaks down below the support, to retest it to see if it can be used as a resistance level. All right, let's come here. Here's a prime example. Let's use that. And let's use that. Here, let's I want you guys to really be able to see this. We'll use that one here, and we'll use this one right here. All right, so what we basically have is price came down and was kind of bouncing in this range. Okay, we do see where these candles were or have actually broken this resistance, but they didn't get up far enough to come back to test it as support. So they just kept wicking up. And again, I'm not talking about supply and demand and accumulation and distribution. You guys know that I believe in that. But I'm just, again, showing you just simplest way of trading Forex. All right, nothing new under the sun. All right, plenty of people have done this. Plenty of people are successful with doing this. But we see here where the support was broken and then also confirmed, came down, came back up, and it had so far it has had a successful test as resistance. Right, the support came down, price came down, broke support. Here, let's do it this way. Price came, oh, let me change this. Price came down and it broke the support. Price went back up to test the support as resistance. And since that one test, it's been tested one time, 2 times, 3 times since the pullback of it breaking. Okay, and so now you expect for this to eventually go down. And so of course at that point you will wait for confirmation, like for instance, maybe you would wait for an engulfing bearish candle, okay, to signal you to go ahead and get into the sell. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back a little further. All right, we see where price had been ranging here. Okay, we see where price came in here and touched down here, and it's just been ranging here. And what happened? It broke here, came back to retest it. Let me blow this up for you guys. It broke here, and then the next candle it came back to retest it. All right, and even with this candle, the body of this candle was engulfed with this candle. That's a good time to get in there. All right, you experience a little bit of drawdown because that's what the market does. You experience a little bit of 215 pips. Simple. I promise you, this is the easiest way, the easiest trading method for Forex. Never mind all that other stuff. Now let's throw in the trend line. And so you go to the highest point, one highest point, second highest point, and you let it run through for your trend line. Okay, now watch how this is how you use them all together. All right, let's say for instance, let's go back to current. There's our lowest point, and the reason why I'm telling you to select the end of the wick for the lowest point is because you're gonna also include, you're basically also including supply and demand into it. So now look what we have. Our trend line is showing us, and by the way, this is on the daily chart, right? I believe in slowing the market down for you guys, but this also works on like your 15-minute charts and things of that nature. You scalpers out there. You can scalp the market just using simple support and resistance, the simple trend lines. You could do it as well, but why not, slow the market down for yourself and be able to do some other things? But what have you? I'm going to get off my soapbox. So again, we have our trend line. So, and price has been respecting the trend line. Okay, it has not broken the trend line. All right, and so until price breaks the trend line, our preferable vantage point, or just our vantage points period for the market, is that, hey, this market is going to continue to trend down. All right, and so we have our most recent low set, our most recent support. We have our most recent high set. I would probably even use this high actually. Okay, but again, it's following the trend line. And so what do? If it comes up to the trend line and shoots down, it's going to either bounce from here and back up to the trend line and eventually breaking out in some fashion, right? Whether up and down. Okay, but we're looking for it to possibly break the support and come back to retest it to see if it can be used as resistance and continue to follow this trend line, because that, again, that's the overall move here on the daily chart. That's the overall move for this pair. All right, and this pair that I'm looking at is the US dollar versus the Israeli shekel. Okay, this is just really simple support and resistance, really simple basic concept of market structure. All right, no outside analysis, no outside fundamentals, no outside reports. All right, just basically setting up support, resistance, and your trend line. All right, and it works for any pair. It works for any time frame. All right, let's go down to the 15-minute chart. All right, for the scalper nation. All right, it's going to be a little bit more difficult with this pair. Yeah, let's go to, just because it really has like some ticks to it, but It really doesn't matter. Here, let me just show you guys. All right, just to prove the point to you. Okay. Your most recent low. All right. Let's go here. You don't want to be waiting all day for this to take place if you're scalping. Okay. Throw in trend line. Include the wick. Okay. Trend line there. Here, if we come to a trend line, this trend line, we see that again it has further pushed down past the trend line, tested the trend line, and it came down to break here, came back up to test the overall trend on the 15-minute. All right. At the same time, tested this resistance, saw that this resistance was no good as support, came back down, came back up rather to test the resistance as resistance. Is working good as resistance, has hit this new low. Then you can draw a more aggressive trend line here, and a more aggressive trend line here. And you can trade the breaking of these support and resistance. I'm including the trend line as well. Okay, when I say support and resistance, the trend line is a support and a resistance. All right, here it was acted as support, it was broken, tested as resistance, found that it was good resistance, and kept going away from this trend line. All right, came to this price point here, and was able to be used as a trend line here. Okay. All right. And now again, you wait for the breaking. You wait for the breaking and the retesting rather. You don't want to come in as soon as it breaks. Now sometimes you will get that opportunity to where, hey, it broke and it keeps going and it goes in your favor, and you snag a quick 100 200 pips, or what have you. That happens. But again, I encourage you to practice patience and to practice some account risk management and just wait on confirmations. But again, this is the easiest method to trading Forex. This is the easiest method. If you don't want to bog yourself down with understanding the actual flows of the market and why the market does this, and looking at accumulation and distribution, draw you support and resistance lines, draw you trend lines, okay, and work off of that. I mean, even here, we're looking at past data, but it still works. You come here, going off of this one here, these two, 1, 2. Look what price did. Support, support, support. Came back up here and more than likely found, let's see, previous, this was, look at this, this was a previous support, was broken, and then it finally came back up to be retested to see if it can be a good resistance. And it was a good resistance. And then it pushed down from that resistance. And when it pushed down from that resistance, it broke this trend line that was created. Okay, that's all this is. It broke this trend line that was created. And now once it broke that trend line, let's blow this up. It broke the trend line, came back up to see if the trend line would be good resistance. And it said, yes, it is good resistance. And it kept going down. And it created a new trend line. And now this trend line was tested as resistance, 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 right? This is a good resistant trend line. Now you come in. I would actually bring it down lower. Okay. And without you noticing it and knowing it, you're including supply and demand here by doing it like that at the very ends of your wicks. And you don't have to go very far, right? You know, you don't have to go very far in the past, all right? You can do it strictly off of what you have on your current chart, okay? I hope this is making sense for some of you guys. Let's see if we have anyone in the chat. Probably not. You guys typically jump in at the end. Okay. Appreciate you guys who are watching. All right. So we come here again. Again, you just find the most current high. I'm saying high, but you know, really it's the swing, all right? But I want to keep it basic and simple for you guys. Like look for like the most current wick or the most current top level, okay? So we're waiting to see what price is going to do. Is it going to break this trend line and come up to test this resistance? Is it going to bounce off of this trend line and come down to test this support? And you're looking for it to break support down here or resistance. You're looking for it to break the trend line and retest support, resistance, retest the trend line. This is the easiest Forex trading method. Past, present, and future. All right. Past, present, and future. Easiest. By far the easiest trading method. So guys, let me know what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think that this is the easiest trading method of using simple support, resistance, and trend line? Okay. Now again, there is more that we can talk about this. We can talk about the different statuses of the market. All right, the trend and the consolidation. All right, the trend up, the trend down, the consolidation. We can talk about that. We can talk about support, resistance. We can talk about the real reason the market moves, which is accumulation and distribution. Right? We can talk about these different things. But for you guys who are just now getting into trading and you're looking to be profitable, hey, I suggest jumping on the 4-hour, jumping on the daily chart. Draw your support and resistant lines. Draw your trend lines and wait for a price to break those lines and retest them. All right. And once you get the retest, look for price action. A good price action would be an engulfing candle going in your favor. All right. Even off of the bounces. Okay. You see it came up here. All right. Let's take a look at this section right here. We see where the resistance and the trend line was tested. Okay. And we got this big shift candle going down. Okay, we can come here and see where the trend line was tested. It wicked up and also tested the resistance line. And then the next day, what did the next day produce? It produced an engulfing of the body. It produced an engulfing candle And of course, it came back up to test the zone 111 pips. But then what? Gradually, it followed that trend line. And you're looking at a potential 647 pips using the simplest trading method. The simplest trading method there is. What is the simplest trading methods? The components, rather, of the simplest trading method. Number one is patience. Number two, support. Three, resistance. Four, trend line. It's four simple things. Or five, I'm going to say five. Patience, support, resistance, trend line, and more patience. All right. The five components of the easiest trading method, past, present, and future. All right, guys, I hope that you have found some type of value in this video. Again, as I always say, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. If you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. All right, like the video, dislike the video, comment something positive, comment something negative, share the video. All right, and let's start the conversation. You know, what ways do you think? What way do you think is the easiest? If you disagree with what I've shared in this video, what ways do you think are the easiest, or what method do you think is the easiest trading method for Forex? All right. So, hey, let me know. Now, if you're also looking for more profitable strategies, feel free to head over to the teachmetofisheffects.com, all right, and sign up, and I'll teach you guys a little bit more in-depth knowledge about supply, demand, accumulation, distribution, okay, and teach you more profitable trading methods to where you're not waiting several days. All right. So yeah, head over to the teachmetofisheffects.com, sign up. All right, guys, this is I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Please remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. All right. And again, we are teaching you guys how to fish. All right. I'm not looking to give you a signal line. I'm not looking to give you a fish, but I'm teaching you how to fish, and not just for you, but for generations to come. All right, guys. Again, head over to the teachmetofisheffects.com. Sign up if you wish. We've been doing this for the past few years, and we're not letting up. Okay, we're not gonna let up. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be it. And again, remember, stay in God, you stay in control. Happy pip fishing. Bye bye.